show is not suitable for children, sensitive men, or insecure women. Can you trust somebody that doesn't take care of their kids?
I don't trust no man on earth that does not take care of their children.
What's the biggest red flag in a relationship?
Low effort and not being honest.
Most of the time, you would think that a bad financial mistake would be spending money on clothes or vacation or like spending money on women. My worst financial mistake was buying a home.
Like a king, give me my crown.
Game time. Game time. Appreciate y'all.
Yo,
Greetings and salutations.
what's the deal?
Happy Wednesday. How you feeling, my brother?
Top of the top. How you feeling?
Man, under the weather, but still on top of the world.
That's it.
Chat, how y'all feeling? Happy Wednesday. We are live. This is not pre-recorded. We are live. So
Yes, sir.
it's a lot to talk about.
Yes, sir. Whatever one, you are blocked, my brother. Let's start this
Damn.
off early.
Hey, what happened?
He criticized the intro of the show.
You don't like the intro?
Blocked. You are blocked, my brother.
Make us another one. What do you like about it?
We're going to start this off, right?
You don't like the chin chili?
Block party early.
What you don't like that fur? You know what I mean? You don't like that fur, my boy? Okay.
The good thing about blocking somebody on YouTube is that you can still watch the show. We still love you, but you're no longer able
You
to
won't
comment.
be able to comment.
You won't be able to comment.
Yeah.
This is not a democratically elected situation.
It's a dictatorship.
100%.
Yeah.
100%.
Yep.
Man,
I was gonna give out a scholarship today. And he started off the top of the show getting blocked.
2 seconds.
Tough.
First 2 second block party.
I ain't mad at it.
Shout out to my man Woody, man. I just realized that he's in that intro. How did he end up in the intro? I'm not sure. But shout out to my man Woody in the intro of the show.
Yeah.
Yeah. Man, we got a lot to talk about. This is live, ladies and gentlemen. Second half of the show, we will be covering what Trump has said. He's going to talk soon, so we're going to be covering that soon. Man, it's a lot going on. First and foremost, tomorrow, big episode for Earn Your Leisure. We have Pinky Cole.
Cannot wait to hear that one.
Yeah. It's one of the ones, man. You know, Pinky always going to deliver. So Pinky Cole, if anybody's been, following her journey, she went through a lot the last couple of years. She lost her company. Well, first she got $100 million valuation for her company. Then she lost her company. Then she got her company back. Then she filed for bankruptcy. Then there was a rumor that she was evicted from her house.
Yeah.
Then she's on Real Housewives of Atlanta. It's a lot going on, but I tell you what, she's an extremely resilient person. Never bet against Pinky Cole and the information and insight because, she was very transparent. And she said something, she looked at me, she was like, have you ever lost $100 million company? And I'm like, no. She looked at Troy, she's like, have you ever lost $100 million company? Meaning, sometimes in life, you have insight that nobody else has.
Have, for sure.
Right? Because I haven't lost a $100 million company.
Thank God.
Oh, thank God.
Thank God.
Thank God. Thank God.
They criticizing it. I'm up. Boy, lose 100?
They criticizing a 25% loss on the option.
For sure.
If I lost a $100 million company, man, I had to move to Yugoslavia.
Papua New Guinea.
So bad.
On a wake up.
That's a fact.
My Lord. But is that really quick? Would you advise anyone to take capital post DEI? Because it seemed like the game is to give you the capital to take your company away from you. Or should we let them watch the interview and talk about it next week?
Definitely got to watch the interview, but I would say this. Be very mindful, because even the last episode we had with her, when she talked about this, terms and stipulations
matter.
And money is not just always money. Who's giving you the money it
matters a lot.
Yeah, as important as the person. So it's like sometimes, we start our business or whatever, and we just so happy to get money, and it's like, okay, somebody got a check for $1 million. Oh yeah. Like you're not asking no questions, but that could be a nightmare. That could be a nightmare. And I don't think enough people fully understand that, because honestly, most people in our community is not even at the point where they're raising money. So it's not even a thought. But when they get to that point, sometimes they make poor decisions because they wasn't mentored properly, or they don't know like what to ask for. They don't know terms to look out for. They don't know
or the booby traps to look out for.
Right.
Yeah,
exactly. So I think that's important. We've done a few episodes about that, as far as like, how to understand the structure of fundraising, capital raise. Like, that's important to understand. So, but Pinky, like I said, she's a very resilient person. She's a hustler. And one thing about it, she's gonna always have a comeback. Like, she's gonna always.
She's not one to bet against. Certain entrepreneurs you don't bet against. She's not one. She will find a way. Like you said, resilient. Tune into the interview tomorrow. But for my entrepreneurs, this is a telltale lesson about who you accept capital from, and you have to be aware of the games that can be played on that angel venture side as well. Because if you close or sell your company for $40 million, but they dilute your shares down to 0.3%, it's not what you thought it would be. Please be careful.
And we spoke to Squire a couple months ago, Brothers at Squire, and they was talking about how I forget exactly terminology, but they have overriding ability. They said that's what Mark Zuckerberg put in on Facebook, where it's like
non-dilutable shares.
They not even just that, but they have because a lot of times when you sell your company or when you raise money for your company, now you have a board, and the board can actually dictate what they want to happen. But they have the last word. Like, the board has an opinion, but they still have the last word. Because a lot of times the board could be like, okay, we're gonna hire this person, or we're gonna do this, or we're gonna spend this money on
executive in it. Yeah.
And you like, bro, like, I've been running this business by myself for 10 years. Like, I know what's gonna work, but you can't do anything if you get outvoted.
Yeah. That's how Steve Jobs got kicked out of Apple.
100%.
Yeah, the board pushed him out.
100%.
Rest in peace to Scully. I don't know if he's still living or not, but rest in peace to his career when Steve came back. Rest in peace, Steve Jobs.
So yeah, watch that tomorrow at 12 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. EYL University. Man, we had an amazing meetup in Miami. Shout out to everybody, EYL University community. Such an amazing community. I believe Troy's options class will be coming up in a couple of weeks. New month, new itinerary. We've got a lot going on inside of EYL University, so tap into that. Ian, any announcements?
Yes, I'm putting to everyone who joined Stock Club. I appreciate you. All of you have been uploaded. If you have any issues, you can email me at ian@johnredpanda.com. If I made you money, please put yes in chat. Pandas, let me get some pandas in chat. Love y'all dearly. I will be this month, Black Effect Podcast Festival, April 25th in Atlanta. Shout out to Charlemagne, Dolly, extended family. Gonna put on a show there. And our call will be that Sunday, April 26th. At 9 p.m. I got a special upgrade, and presentation prepared for this month's call. So let's make it a great month, a great quarter, a great year. You deserve to be rich. You deserve to be wealthy. And for those who don't listen, you deserve to be broke. Let's have a great show.
That's a fact. Shout out to the brother Alex. Good energy on the check, yeah.
Shout out to Alex. Hey, I see that Jimmy you put in there with the charts too. You got 82 screens up trading. I'll see you, my boy. I'll see. Speaking of screen, why you put up boy on the screen today?
Nah, let's wait on that. Let's start it off with Chris Brown.
Wow, breezy.
Was that real?
A lot of people saying it's AI.
That's the crazy thing. You never know what's real or what's not nowadays.
But it's a few of y'all girl who breezy done took while y'all saying it's AI. So you got to be careful. Prayers to the brother if that situation is real or not. But what you gonna do? And if you were in his shoes, what would you do, Rashad?
If I was in the so hey, for anybody that doesn't know, Chris Brown, he gets pretty wild at his shows. When did that whole thing start?
It wasn't really that wild.
No,
Janet Jackson used to be way worse.
She kissed him.
See, and that's the vibe.
But they kissed. He's dancing on. He's grinding on a girl on stage. He pick a random girl from the audience.
Yeah,
and
AB show notes when I do my presentation, line them up right now. Go ahead, Rashad. I'm serious though. Go ahead. For the love of Ian at InvestFast. Go ahead.
So they said that he kissed the girl on stage. Like I said, I don't know if it's real or not. So I don't even want, but I'll say this. Because this is a bigger issue. Because the Usher Cherry thing, whether the Chris Brown thing is real or not, we know that these type of things happen. Because didn't Keke Palmer's relationship end because of that Usher Cherry thing?
Yeah, but she didn't want him no way though. Sometimes they use them little concerts as a scapegoat to get rid of you. Yep.
I'll say this, man. Never, ever in a million years is it okay for if you're in a relationship and your lady is going on, because first of all, don't even go on stage because nothing good is going to happen. Nothing good is going to happen. I don't care if you're a fan of somebody else more than you're a fan of me.
Big facts.
I don't
want you.
I don't need to be with you.
Big facts.
I like who like me. If
hello. Now we talking. Hello. You got to be my number one fan, or let me let you go.
That's a fact. If you're a bigger fan of somebody else than you are of me, the person that you with, I can't do it. I just physically can't do it because, man, that's embarrassing. And if given the opportunity, what would you do? If you're going to go on stage and eat cherries from somebody be like, oh, you're insecure. You're insecure. It's just cherries. Say whatever you want.
Say whatever you want.
Say whatever you want. If you're willing to publicly embarrass me because it's like, fuck it, this is my opportunity to go on stage with Usher. What will you do behind closed doors?
Privately, she's going to turn into Thanksgiving and gobble up. It's a dude he paid for the backstage pass for Breezy. I know this one real. And he grabbing her ass while the dude on the side. I know somebody who went to the concert who's back there. I'm like, I can't believe this is going on. Crazy, yo. But fellas, you have to know if your girl really like you and feel that way about you, or if you are the transition boyfriend or transition babe. Some of y'all toxic. A lot of y'all be going through hell in private though. Hey Rashad, what you think? You think I should take my baby mama back after she cheated the 5th time?
The 5th time.
Bro.
The 5th time. And speaking of that, let's play this Michael B. Jordan clip, shall we? Mike, can we cue that up? Can we cue the Michael B. Jordan clip up?
Knowing what's the best partner for me, bringing them into my world, what I got going on isn't easy. It's not just I love you, you love me. That should be enough, right? It's not quite that simple. Finding the right person to understand all of me, but then all that comes with me as well. That balance between wanting to be available and there for that person while I'm juggling everything else and feeling okay to put the other part of my businesses down, and the sacrifice and compromise that comes with a partnership and a relationship. And then also there's a part of me that has not really lived life yet. There's so many different places and people I've never had an opportunity to happily meet that I might connect and vibe with, that might be a person that my soul connects to. I'm not looking, but it would take a very special person to understand and grow with me.
Yeah. Word salad, but
don't do that.
That boy done cooked up a chopped salad.
Not to your East Coast brother. Come on, yo. Shout out to Michael B. Yes.
Shout out to the brother.
Oscar winner, one of our greats.
What I heard was, I'm not ready to be in a relationship. That's what I heard. My
boy going through it a little bit still.
But I understand what he's saying as far as like you gotta be a special type of person to deal with a person. Cause it's not even just, everybody's always says like, yo, you know, a person got a lot going on. It's not even just a person that got a lot going on. It's like when your brain is wired, like a lot of these people are not regular people, right? Like you're gonna be up early, you're gonna go to bed late, you're gonna be thinking about things, you're gonna be there physically, but mentally you're not gonna be there. And it's hard to explain that to somebody else, and it's hard for somebody else to understand that.
Okay. They say in the chat he got a new little bae though.
Does he?
Well, allegedly. I don't want to, you know what I mean? But in that clip, my boy seemed like he was going through it.
Yeah.
So
chopped salad.
Prayers and thoughts to Michael B. Jordan.
What do you think? What do you
about
think
about what part?
Just the whole thing.
It takes time to. He looked hurt when they were done, but also too. Once again, like everybody, it's different tiers of it, right? It's different levels of the romance and love thing. You have to know who's in it for you versus they're just there for that moment or that season. I think he was there for a lifetime, and maybe she wasn't. And it takes a while to recover. Like, and I think if you date the wrong person, it'll destroy you. Like, kudos to Will, because Will was kind to me the couple times I met him, thanks to Cordia. But Jada destroyed him. Like, Jada is still being like, "Oh, I may let Will move back in."
But Will living his best life. I seen him in Africa doing the salsa merengue dance. Like,
he been moving around.
He back on road.
Yeah, so man, prayers to everybody who may be dealing with heartbreak and struggle. And I know some of y'all be like, "Yo, these topics messy." You would be surprised at the people that are making absorbent amount of money and hit their every dream goal, and they're still struggling in this department. So hopefully Michael B. and will have gotten over their significant others. Yeah. What's the longest you ever been heartbroken? Spotlight on you. We live. Oh, Chad, I'm gonna get him this week. Watch how Euro step this.
What's the longest amount of time?
It's like watching Harden do the step back watch.
I don't think these type of situations last longer than a month or two.
A heartbreak or the relationship?
Like I don't want to say heartbreak, a disappointment.
Yeah.
That's what my thing is. Like, I'm not mad, I'm disappointed.
For sure.
Yep. Because, you know what I mean? Like, I thought that it could have potentially been something. I thought that, and maybe it was me. And maybe it was me, looking back.
You are so good. You are so. Clap it up for Shotty. Media training lesson every week. Y'all don't even know it. Maybe it was you. Got you. I feel you. Because we all have growing to do. And I wasn't ready for your love. If I would have put more time into the relationship and not the business, we could have been something. I know. That's my go-to too. I feel you. Well played, my brother.
How you feel about? All right, let's get into this. Jaden Ivey. So if y'all don't know who Jaden Ivey is, he's the guy that played for the Bulls, NBA player. I think he was the 7th pick in the draft like 2 or 3 years ago. So he has a $10 million contract, and I guess just out the blue, he went on a Instagram live rant about gay people, about the NBA Pride Month, he went on a strict anti-gay rant.
I think he shot at the golden child too.
I think he's a born again Christian. So, and that's the part that's crazy. So he went on. Then he involved Steph Curry for some reason. Said Steph Curry's not a real Christian. It was a whole thing, and he got cut. And now his wife is not answering his phone calls.
That's crazy.
45 seconds could end your whole situation.
Can end your whole life. Yep. It'll tell you who really cares about you and who doesn't. Thoughts and prayers to him and his family. I hope everything is well. But when it comes to that league, there's certain things you can't say. You go through endless amounts of media training. You were already injured. You weren't not an all-star caliber player. And not saying that he's not capable, but in that system he isn't. You can't say certain things. You know that. So I get he was frustrated about certain things. And that's another thing we haven't talked about, the politics of sports in the NBA. Also in that, you can't shoot at a moneymaker like Steph. Steph is a generational talent. On top of that, generational draw. Can't shoot at him. Can't shoot at Bron. Sorry. You can't do it. And you were already going to be on waivers anyway. So the Bulls had to cut ties. Now, the hard part for the agent is going to be to find him a place where he can land if they haven't put the black ball on him already. So the inner world of sports, it's more than just can you put the ball in the rim. Can you be a good role player? Can you play the game? Like I'm seeing Tim Hardaway Jr. go through it. Gary Porter go through it. We saw Kuminga go through it. You have to be careful and be mindful of how big these situations are. I don't think he'll get back in the league anytime soon. But what do you think? And you already know certain communities you can't offend. Let's not play in 2026. Like they're not going. It's politics as usual. Play the game.
Look, you can feel however you want to feel, right? But I just don't understand it because I feel like you go on this rant, nothing's going to change
at all.
You're not going to change the NBA's policy. You're not going to stop people from being gay. So my thing is like, I just feel like, and this is my problem with people that's super, super, super like overly
religious.
Because I feel like the most religious, quote unquote, people in any religion, they're the people that you want to stay away from the most. Yeah, they're the most judgmental. They're the most judgmental. Mm-hmm. They're the most condemning. Like, who are you to say that somebody, like you talking about Steph Curry's not a real Christian? How do you even have the authority to say that?
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know what I'm saying? It's just like stuff like that turns people away from religion because it's like, why would I even want to be a part of something that's so judgmental? That Steph Curry has done nothing wrong his whole career. He has a wife, he has a family, he don't even curse. Like he's one of the.
You hear no stories of him moving around. Like,
why would you pick him?
Yep.
To criticize? Like, you know what I'm saying? But once again, I just feel like people are just so overly judgmental. It's like you're going to hell, you're condemned. You're like, if you believe in what you believe, mm-hmm. and you live your life, you raise your family, right? Like
by example. Yep.
Why do you have to tell somebody else that they're going to hell? Because you're not in a position to send them to hell. If you're not in a position to send somebody to hell, how are you in a position to tell somebody that they're going to hell?
But he's also in a lot of pain because I also saw that he said he never felt loved and a lot of things with upbringing. So that in combination with the politics of the NBA, the Bulls organization, he had a moment where he crashed out and lashed out, and it may cost him his career. I hope it doesn't because he's a talented player, but you have to learn how to, like my mom tells me, put your feelings in your pocket. Your feelings don't matter. You want to ruin your life over what you feel about Steph and what the NBA should do? For those you don't know, the NBA is a private organization by design. So they can make their own bylaws. There's certain things you can't talk about in the NBA. China's being one of them. There's certain markets you can't offend. So, but as far as his wife not reaching out to him, it sucks, my brother. It sucks.
And she's not reaching out because you ruined the family. And it's like I said, I think.
Or she never really cared about you, and this is our way to get out.
I think the brother might be going through some mental problems too. So I don't want to pile on him because, that is a sign when you're going through mental problems. A lot of times people just go extra religious. That's a sign that you might be going through some mental issues. So I don't really even, but I just in general, right? My advice to people is like, you hold on to your religion, honor your religion, but I don't like when people like, yo, you're going to hell, you're doing this, what you believe in is wrong, what you believe in is like, none of us are God, so none of us is in a decision-making capacity to condemn somebody to hell. Yeah. That's not your role and your responsibility. And I'm pretty sure that there's some things that you're doing in your life that's if not.
You peel back the curtain. Yep.
That's not living up to any type of code manual that you're supposed to do. Mm-hmm. If you look at anybody's life close enough, you're gonna find some things that they should not be doing. So he without sin cast the first stone. And I just think that we just really, 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 really just need to just chill out because it's getting so divisive. It's getting so divisive. And it's like, are you a good person or are you a bad person? Me, I don't care. Like, I don't care what religion you are. You could be Jewish, you could be Christian, you could be Hindu, you could be Buddhist, you could be Sikh. I know people from all over.
Yeah. I know consistently good or bad. Yep.
Are you a good person or are you a bad person? That's how I judge somebody. I don't judge somebody how what you say you believe in. Because you could say you believe in what I believe in and be doing all types of crazy
shit. Carry it a different way. Yep.
And then I might meet somebody like me. I'm not Christian, I grew up all everybody that I grew up around is Christian. So I'm not going to say you believe in Christ, then I'm not going to associate with you. That would be ignorant. Like, these people treated me better than some other people might have treated me. So why would I disregard somebody's belief or disrespect somebody's faith because that's not how I was raised or how I was brought up?
Yeah. The root of it is a lot of pain, and I hope he gets the help that he needs. And yeah, he may be going through some mental anguish, but we don't talk enough about how these leagues cause the mental anguish, though. Like, when it made me think of Abdul Rauf, Craig Hodges. It's a bunch of other people who have went through suffering and anguish because of the leagues. Kaepernick in the NFL, but that's another conversation for another day. Prayers to him, though. I hope you get your family stuff in order.
Well, yeah, prayers to the brother. And like I said, you could believe that, but I just don't think that you need to publicly say that, because especially if you're a marginal player, let's just be honest. Why would you risk?
Is he marginal, or is he marginal in that system? Because that's the other part that's never talked about. We always talk about busts in the league or players are not good, but we never talk about the GMs that are shitty GMs that put together horrible systems for players to thrive in. Like, I love what Steve Kerr was able to do post Mark Jackson. What he did to Jonathan Kuminga the last 2 years was a fucking travesty, though. And it's happened in high school, college, pros, people who are incredibly talented who are not being put in the right spots, or coaches derailing them from even thriving. So yes, he is marginal, but is he marginal because of the system in play, or because he's marginal himself?
That's a fact. That's a fact. We're gonna talk about Trump. We're gonna talk about what Trump had to say. But let's talk about the Summer Jam screen. Let's do it.
God, Rashad. So I woke up this morning.
I was this morning
under the weather a little bit. My guy hit me. He like, yo, you need to check Instagram. Your boy going crazy. I'm like, what's going on? Who? He said, Rashad. I said, what? Let me see. Then I saw your post. Now we are in a new season, my brother. It's April 1st. I thought you was turning over a new leaf in spring. Are we not leaving the bullshit?
Well, happy New Year first and foremost, because they say the spring is actually the
first. Really, yes, it really, is the new year,
the real New Year. So happy New Year, abundance. Where do we start?
And aren't you just aiding in the filth that is what is online, my brother, by going back and forth?
No, we'll never go back and forth, and that's why I would never say anybody, because we've been attacked from numerous different sources over the years. But
for sure,
one thing that I've never done is actually mention somebody's name. Because once you mention their name, you give them power.
It's a great brand law too.
Yep. Yeah. So for me, like, I just have a little fun with it here and there. I might just throw a little subliminal just to get somebody mad or ruffle their feathers a little bit. But ain't nobody really, they're not really even worth saying their names, because once you say them a name, you make them equal.
That's a fact.
So, it's never worth saying somebody's name. These people is not even close. It's not even comparable. But you got to spank people every once in a while. But that was just a real stupid thing, because the guy was talking about Micron, like I brought Micron at the top, but I'm like, I have a Micron call and I'm up 1,000%. Now I'm up 700%. It went down 30%. I'm up 700%. Like, when in life are you going to be mad about 700% rate of return? All right, another call that I'm up 100%. So yeah, one call I am down 25%, but it's an educational moment.
If you average it out, you're still up dramatically.
But that's the internet. But yeah, that was a really unintelligent thing. But that was just like so thirsty just to try to find some level of, but that'd be the craziest thing if you really think about it, right? Like, everything that we've done, right? And we've done some pretty amazing
things, yo.
And it's like, people will really put a microscope on you to find some level of impurity. Or like, I told you, I knew it. I knew he was a fraud. Like, it'd be like, yo, that shit is a disease of the heart. Hate is a disease of the heart that only God can cure. So it's like, for me, I don't even want an apology no more. I want you to repent, but don't repent to me. Repent to God for your sins, because you have committed a great sin by hating on a black man that has only tried to uplift the community. You've created a tremendous bad aura for yourself. Why would you want to do that? Why would you want to do that? So you must repent. You must repent for your sins. And it's a few people that need to repent. If we're being honest.
Rashad.
It's
Leave it in God's hands.
It's a few people that need to repent.
Yeah. And the hate don't work.
And blackout. And the thing about it too is that, see, me, I'll never give an explanation. Like, I don't feel like I could just say something randomly. Like, I'm never going to give like a 30-minute TED talk about like, yo, this is why I don't like this person. And we went through this and we went through that. You know, like how these rappers doing their podcasts and other people, they've done it to me because I feel like I don't have to. Like, if I know that you did sucker shit and you know you did sucker shit,
that's good enough for me.
That's good enough. Because I don't got to try to convince the audience and sway the narrative and all that. I could just say some crazy outlandish shit and nobody will understand why I said it. And I'm never going to explain why I said it. But just know that there's a reason why I said it. And what Tupac say? You and I know what's going on. Because what I realize is that people play a role publicly, but the shit that they do behind closed doors is a total different person. Absolutely. And it's like you could expose somebody and really say it, but I ain't doing that. Like, who has time to do that? I'm not. That's giving somebody else your platform. Never do that. Never build a platform to give it to somebody else.
Nope. My thing is level up. Black Effect Podcast. Good Morning America. Y'all Davos. For anybody who's building the brand, never reply to the critiques. Take the critiques and be better from it. But I'm gonna tell you, the hate don't work.
And like I said, you gotta repent. And another thing is, and no disrespect, because this is family who said this, but we had a conversation and it was like, yo, sometimes, you know, because my demeanor is a lot different than Troy's. Like, you know, I mean, Troy's a very mild-mannered. I'm a mild-mannered person too, but you know, he's a very like non-confrontational, easygoing type of person. So, you know, I be getting into trouble a lot. You know, I just say shit. I go off the rails sometimes. I understand. You gotta have self-awareness. And what I do affects him sometimes too. So somebody was like, yo, people might not have a problem with Troy. They got a problem with you. And I said, respect.
That ain't how brotherhood work.
But I said, respectfully, if they got a problem with me, they got a problem with Troy.
Facts. Hey.
We tied in, it's blood in, blood out. No, and that's just how it is. And it's vice versa.
Facts.
And that's just how it is. Like, you know what I mean? Like, there is no now there could be a situation where you like, I could, let's say hypothetically, have a problem with somebody that Troy likes, but it's not a real problem. I just don't like how but it ain't no real deal. I wouldn't expect him to just end the relationship because it's not that big of a deal. But if somebody ever physically tried to harm me or physically threatened me or, you know, tried to publicly embarrass me, there is no relationship. There's no relationship. If they did it to him, I can't have a relationship with him. If they did it to me, that's how you got to really understand. That's what I'm saying. Like, when people make these think pieces about, yo, EYL's breaking up, Troy and Rashad, they argue on Market Mondays.
They want that so bad. I'm like, that's how people from New York talk.
It's impossible for us to break. It's impossible for us to break up. That's the crazy thing. Like, shout out to the affiliate. He did a whole think piece about the death of EYL and Troy. And then, but people are critically break things down like they know you. These are people that you never met in your life. And they'd be like, look at his eyebrow. Look how he was looking at him. I'm telling you, the end is coming. And I'm like, I knew the guy for 30 years. You telling me that our relationship is on the fringe of breaking up. I knew the guy for 30 years. It's just that you seeing these tense conversations. These tense moments that we have sometimes on Market Mondays. That's why the show is so good. It's not scripted. We had these conversations in the lunchroom. We've had these conversations about
Notre Dame,
LeBron James or Kobe Bryant.
Yeah.
It's just you just seeing it now.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? But it's like,
and most people in media are faking them fucking in relationships too.
But that's why I always say if family breaks up, it's not family. It was never family. Family don't break up. Family don't break up. If you break up with your family, it was never family to begin with. You cannot break up family. Like, it's impossible. It's impossible for us to break up. That's impossible. Like, you can't break up family. That's why I know these dudes have no loyalty, because they look at it like, oh, y'all gonna break up soon. And that lets me know that you don't understand the definition of loyalty. Because the definition of loyalty is no matter how many times we fight, we still rocking. We know each other's parents. Kids grew up together. Like, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, that's a really important message, even over and above the whole repentance thing. Is like, because people break up all the time, and a lot of shit happens because of ego. And if you understood that you're never gonna go as far alone as you are as a collective group, that's really the secret to wealth. If you really want to get rich, is to actually just have some fucking loyalty. Like, that's be the easiest shit, but it's the hardest thing in the world. Like, it's the easiest thing to understand. You don't got to go to Harvard to have loyalty. You don't have to study algebra to have loyalty. It's the easiest thing, and it's the hardest thing for men to understand. And that's why it's so easy to make these think pieces about the death of EYL, because they really don't understand this. Sometimes in life, this shit is blood in and blood out.
Why do you think men have such a hard time sticking to loyalty and keeping a brotherhood or a bond for long term?
A lot of them never had strong male influences in their life.
Hello.
And that's what I'm understanding with even a lot of, like, you know, and it's like, because you see patterns.
Absolutely.
Doing dumb shit, very emotional, apologizing, then doing the same shit again, then coming back to apologize, then thinking that you're the man. It's the single child syndrome too. A lot of times it's like a mother's going to spoil their kid, you know what I'm saying? And it's just like, you don't know how to work with a team. You never played sports. You never had a coach.
That matters.
You was never on the football team. You was never on a basketball team. You never had an older brother. You never had a collective group of male influences in your life. So you don't know what it is to work with men. You don't understand what it is to actually delegate authority, but also receive authority. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Criticism.
Receive criticism and get feedback and have your feelings hurt and still come back and have to deal with the shit. When you on a team, you might want to I have physical fights with my teammates before, but the next day we still got to see each other. A lot of these dudes have never, that's what I'm realizing. A lot of these dudes have never done that. So it's easy to walk away. It's like, how can you walk away on your kid? It's easy because it's like, you don't know what it is to actually have to struggle and fight for something. So it's sacrifice. Easy. So it's easy for you to give up on it. Or it's easy for you to be manipulated into thinking like, oh, this is all me, or I'm gonna be bigger than this, or I'm really the man. So I'm gonna go solo and I'm gonna do it myself. And nobody ever helped me. Like, nobody ever helped me. I came in on my own shit. Everybody always say that. That's bullshit. Everybody has help. Everybody receives help. You saying that shit is a form of narcissism. To be honest with you.
Yeah, there are no self-made millionaires or billionaires. Everybody has help. People saying they're self-made to have a bunch of fucking seed rounds. Makes no sense. Like, bro, you got fucking 42 rounds of funding. Stop it. So, but you feel better, brother?
Huh?
You feel better?
I'm always good.
Everybody put Wusa in chat for Rashad. Give my brother some love. I feel you. The bullshit get under my skin sometimes too, but I've just learned to pour my all into those that love me and leave the detractors alone.
Of course.
Yeah.
But you got a psychological disorder if you really just spend your time looking at another man to find faults in said man. What type of, like I said, like if you have a son, like my son watches my Instagram, he watches Earn Your Leisure. I would be embarrassed if my whole platform was dedicated
about somebody else.
He would want to follow that person. That's the thing that these dudes don't understand. The platform only gets bigger. It's like dirty macking. When a lot of these dudes dirty mac, right? So they'll go to a girl like, yo, why are you with him? You know, he was talking to this girl and his last girlfriend, and they'll say and the only thing that happens when you do that is the girl wants him more.
Gobble, gobble.
Like, you don't understand. Like,
facts.
You see every year InvestFest, it just gets bigger. 3,000 people want to check in right now. Market Mondays. 100,000 people watch the show on YouTube every single week, not including audio. You're actually helping with the marketing because you're keeping us in top of mind. It's top of mind marketing.
An executive just told me last week, a hate listener is worth more than a love listener. They're worth 3 times as much. I was like, that's interesting. But let's back to the love, my brother. Everybody put Woosah in chat for a shot. I got a basketball question for you. Is James Harden, I'm not going to do the D-Wade versus James Harden thing because I think that's toxic. But is James Harden the most influential basketball player in the last 20 years?
He's one of them. Shout out to James Harden. Good brother. We interviewed him.
Yep.
You look at James Harden, you look at he revolutionized the game. The step back. The step through.
Yes.
The
way he used the gather step.
Yeah.
That's all his work. And arguably, he doesn't get that credit. That run he was on in Houston, one of the most prolific three-point shooters in the history of the game, bro. Like, he was putting up 38 like it was nothing. So I'm like, damn, time has really zoomed past. So we're looking since 06. I know Steph changed the game with the three and the depth of the shot, but the moves that I see a lot of kids do in college and AAU circuit are derivatives of his move.
Sidestep back too. Sidestep.
Absolutely.
Yeah, he's a very tricky ball handler. I think a lot of people imitated his game.
Absolutely.
A lot of people imitated his game. So I definitely think that. Yeah, I would say so. Because
I think more people use that step back and sidestep more than the Iverson crossover. And Iverson was like iconic.
Well, they outlawed that.
I know. Going
Iverson
back to the politics of the NBA.
The Iverson cross was tough.
Mm-hmm.
Can I go back on another rant real quick?
Oh, go ahead. Audience, I tried. Go ahead.
No, this is a different topic. But
okay,
black business, right? Giving grace to black business. Because this is another thing that's been on my mind lately.
Tell me what's bothering you, brother.
It's like, man, you know, you always hear all the time, like, yo, I'm not supporting. That's why I don't support black business, because they don't know how to do business. They don't know how to do business. Their customer service is terrible. And See, that's why you can't give a black person money, because they don't know how to do this shit. You know what's so crazy is that Meta had $100 million lawsuit for selling customers' data, and not one person
got off Instagram.
Not one person got off Instagram. Apple just had a multi-$100 million lawsuit settlement for sabotaging iPhone, something that we already knew happened.
Oh, for sure.
And especially for users that had Android, they was sabotaging the connection on text to kind of make people
they'll throttle it. Yep.
Get to Apple. Bernie Madoff committed the biggest Ponzi scheme in the history of the world. Again, running up $38 billion in just fake paper. Shit wasn't even real. Wells Fargo settled a settlement that they was being discriminatory in their lending practices. Hundreds of millions of dollars lawsuit. Mm-hmm. The list goes on.
Moderna.
But Shade Room has a Shade Room investigation for support black colleges because they were late in shipping hoodies.
I didn't know that.
Like, I seen people like, yo, I'm not going back to this restaurant because they fucked up my order. What? Like, you getting swindled in the most irresponsible, most dangerous ways possible by the largest corporations in the history of the world.
Johnson & Johnson.
And your litmus test, whether a business is trustworthy or not, is that it took 2 weeks to send a t-shirt.
They lied to you about COVID and they tried to cancel Kyrie over it, and he was right. The whole 2020 era was a scandal.
Like, what the fuck is wrong with people? Like, sometimes, like, that's the shit that I like. What the fuck is wrong with you? You really, and it's not even that you're gonna go and make a TikTok video and make a YouTube review and really try to ruin somebody's business. You're not doing any of that shit to Meta or Apple or Google or Netflix or any of these other companies. You're not putting none of that energy into it. But the black entrepreneur, you're not even going to say that you're not going to do business with them. You're going to go to the extent of making a TikTok fucking series. You're gonna make a TikTok series and go on
12-part series.
Instagram and do a whole long list of different things. Like it really, the self-hate
is real.
It's real, but it's played out. It's 2026. If you still got that level of self-hate, like you need to be studied, because nobody's saying that you should just support a bad business. A bad business is a bad business. If a bad business needs to be called out, the bad business needs to be called out. But the lengths, and like I said, in the grand scheme of things, you didn't get the hoodie. Fuck it, you didn't get the hoodie. Cost $50.
Charge back, get your money back.
Yeah, it cost $50. Like,
charge back, get your money back.
Bro, what are we really talking about here?
At what point do Black business owners have a responsibility to be excellent in the pursuit of business, though?
You have to be excellent at all times. But you also have to give the Black entrepreneur grace, because you're going to get an iPhone and you're going to deal with failure. You're going to deal with failure. You're going to deal with failure. Listen to what I'm saying. You're going to deal with failure. You're going to go to Mercedes. You're going to deal with failure.
Big facts. I
had a BMW years ago. The car was so fucked up, they had to give me a new car. I learned there's a lemon law. It's a brand new car. When you take it over 5 times to get
service in a certain period of time. Yep.
That's part of business. That's part of business.
Yep.
And the customers really have to be educated on that as well. It's like you deal with failure every single day. Your phone doesn't work properly. You just take it to the store and and try to get a new one. Your car doesn't work properly after you just got it fixed. You take it to the service and get a new one. You buy something in the mail and it's not the same color. You send it back. You deal with failure every single day. But there's no room for failure. There's no room for mistakes at all for a Black entrepreneur. Zero from his own people.
Even when I saw the post go up about Pinky before you guys interviewed her, it was a bunch of people in the comments speaking negatively. And I'm like, if you've ever had the product, you know the business is good. Why are you criticizing her? Same with Fawn Weaver. Like, why are we celebrating the death of certain businesses in light of DEI? And this is the other part. There's no replacements coming. Like, I'm going to say this honestly. If I stopped talking about investing, it would be a huge fucking void left in our community. They went away and quit interviewing, it would be a huge void, because the same people who may criticize, they're not going to be consistent enough to replace what is here. So I think there should be some grace given, but also to find ways to be excellent on top of that. Great rant, my brother. Everybody put hugs in chat for Rashad. Tell him why you mad, son. I feel you, though. I feel you 1,000%. I even had somebody like a year ago, like, yo, man, I got stock up 3 years ago. If I don't get a refund, I'm going to do an expose. I don't give a fuck. I'll send the shit right to my page. If I made you money, please put yes in chat. I'm not going for the digital extortion or physical.
And that's why I always say, too, I'm hands-on. If anybody got a problem, you can't log in to any product, DM me directly. I answer my DMs. DM me. DM me directly. We'll try to make it right. I don't know what the problem might have been. It might have been your bank. It might have been, I don't know what it was. I always tell people all the time, if you have a problem, you can't log in, whatever, DM me. I answer my DMs. I look at them. I look at my DMs. I'm very hands-on. Okay.
Woosah, my brother.
Okay.
Got you.
We going into Trump now or later?
Yeah, let's just talk about Senior Trump.
Okay. So the notes is that Trump said absolutely nothing. We've ended the regime's ability to harm America. Their Navy is gone. Their military is crippled. Nuclear program has been destroyed. Objectives are nearing completion. No word on the objectives or when it will end. We don't need their oil. We don't need to be there. We don't have to be there. We are there to help our allies. Let me say that again. That's very telling. We don't need their oil. We don't need to be there. We don't have to be there. We're there to help our allies. We're spending $1 billion a day we're spending $1 billion every single day to help our allies.
No, you say nobody bigger than the program. That's the program. And I've never seen this level of propaganda in my life before. Like, I missed the days when they would at least try to lie about weapons of mass destruction. If we don't need to be there, why are we there? Remember in the beginning when I said this war is not going to end well for us, and everyone's like, we have the greatest military might. No shit. But everyone is not standing down. And when other nations are teaming together, I remember when I first brought up BRICS on Market Mondays in 2021, and they're like, we will never fall to BRICS. Well, if you have a bad leader, mismanagement can happen in ideals, and a lot of things are not going right in that war room. We are spinning our wheels, and oil keeps ticking up. If you look at the futures market right now, it's not coming down. It's above that economic lever that we need to be above. So yeah, interesting.
Man, this is alarming on so many different levels. Oil is up 5% after hours. You know what? It's one of these things of like, just admit that you was wrong. Because on one hand, you're saying that they're no longer a threat to us. They no longer a nuclear threat. They were never a threat to us. They were never a threat to us.
Not on a nuclear tip, no.
On any level, they were never a threat to us. This is what people inside of his government have said. And then on the other hand, you're saying we don't have to be there. There's no reason for us to be there except we're helping our allies. Once again, why are we there? Why are we there? Why are we there? You're killing people for no reason, and that's the part that people don't understand. Like, you're killing people for no reason. You bombing a school full of children. You're killing civilians. Some Americans have already died in this situation. For what? For no reason. And you spent $1 billion a day. You spent over $25 billion so far, and we don't even have proper health care in America.
It's telling. I don't have an answer or a thought on this, but I've never seen this kind of leadership before in the office. And you can argue that he mismanaged COVID, which was a complete disaster. But this is going to be a stain on his relationship. I mean, on his presidency for sure, and his legacy for sure. I'm not sure that he gives a damn about that, but when you look back about this in 3 or 4 years, this is going to be one of the reasons that we end up in a recession for sure.
And then you cause a problem that now it's like, now you're trying to open this straight and just like, well, you know what, we're gonna leave.
Too late.
And now we're gonna have everybody just figure it out for themselves. There was no problem with the straight before you started the problem. Mm-hmm. There was no problem. There was no problem with the straight. Ships was getting in and out with no problem. Mm-hmm. Now you created a situation where you got to try to solve a problem that didn't exist until you started the problem.
Yeah, oil is at 103.81 right now. It's crazy. It went from 98 to 103 in 40 minutes. And it has no rhyme or reason for coming down. Because even when he reports the news, like if he tells the truth that the war is over, most people won't even believe it if it's coming from him.
And the thing is, once again, there was no need to start. There was no, like, it's almost like he's doing shit, he's fucking up shit, and then he's leading his presidency by how the stock market is doing. So it's like, damn, the stock market's crashing. I gotta go out. I gotta get in front of this. On it. I gotta get in front of this and say, okay, it's gonna end soon. It's gonna end soon. So we can get the stock market back up again.
Yeah.
It's the same thing with the tariffs. Did the tariffs, reverse the tariffs. He's just making very bad decisions, crashing the market, and then just saying anything to get the market back up again.
Speaking of very bad decisions, Oracle laid off 30,000 people in the email in a very cold-hearted fashion. Any thoughts on that? And is there any decorum the company should have when they're doing massive layoffs like this? Can
you read the email?
I don't have it on hand.
I have it. I have it. No, this was too crazy. This was too crazy. I've never seen nothing like this before. Oracle. Okay, so Oracle laid off 30,000 employees at one time.
Yeah, via email.
6 a.m. 6 a.m. email. The email, this is what the email read. Man, this was one of the coldest things ever. Hold on. Let me make sure I get this right.
And others have been laid off too at other companies, so we're going to be fair about that. But for yes and chat, if I told you this debacle was going to happen in Oracle, and Brad Gerstner, I'm going to say it again. Once he called out Sam Altman for not telling how you were going to get a return on spend, it was the end of the AI circular investment bullshit.
After we are sharing some difficult news regarding your position. After careful consideration of Oracle's current business needs, we have made the decision to eliminate your role as part of the broader organizational change. As a result, today is your last working day. There's some more verbiage, but that's pretty much the gist of it. So they sent that to 30,000 people at 6 a.m. And then y'all want to criticize me when I say that there is no job security.
It isn't.
And that you have no choice but to invest. And that entrepreneurship is no longer a luxury. It's
mandatory.
This is disturbing.
Yep. Somebody look in ChatGPT. Is the investment capital that's gone into building data centers and AI bigger than the 2008 housing crisis issue? We may be upon the precipice of one of the biggest corrections based on misspending. Like that, I listened to that Brad Gerstner interview before I came here today, and it's like a 1.4 trillion in committed spend without a plan to get a return. It's fascinating, to say the least. I want to cast any aspersions on anybody, allegedly, but
allegedly. And speaking of black business, shout out to Mr. 2 Weeks Out. He just opened a new loft location in Atlanta.
Shout out to my guy.
One of the real ones out there.
Yeah, for sure.
Always been a stand up, and condolences to his wife, Mrs. 2 Weeks Out. She just lost her mother. So
prayers, man. Yeah.
Prayers and condolences.
Prayers to you.
Sure. Prayers up. Okay. Can we get huh?
No, where you want to go from here?
Can we play the can we talk about Druski?
Oh, let's do it.
Druski to me is the new Dave Chappelle.
That's a hot take. Tell me more. Chappelle is one of one, but yes. I think I know where you're going.
You know, especially black comics have always played an important role in the struggle, because comedy allows you to say things that other people can't, and it allows you to reach wider audiences that other people can't. Yeah. There's been a long list of political figures that have used comedy to
as a vehicle
to get their message across. It's nothing new. This goes back to Dick Gregory. It's a long list. And Dave Chappelle, he revolutionized that as far as his political comedy. And I see Druski, I see a change in his content. You know, it's the preacher thing. He talked about the preacher thing that was uncomfortable for a lot of people, but it was a real conversation.
It was needed, though.
It was a real conversation that needed to be had. This Erica Kirk thing. Well, I don't even want to say Erica Kirk. This conservative woman thing.
Thank you.
It's a real conversation that needed to be had. And the way he said it, it's just, it makes you really realize how ridiculous this shit is when she's gonna get up there and say, especially white men, like, don't let anybody tear you down, when they've created the most atrocities in human history, and they have the biggest advantage. They get 99.8% of venture capital money. Like, so, but if we say it, it's not going to hit the same. Like, he said it, and it wasn't a political, it was just, and in that moment, it just made everybody with a brain realize how stupid that shit sounds. Like, you know what I'm saying? And man, I feel like that this dude is really, really dangerous, because you got Trump. We could play that clip. If we could pull a clip of Trump.
You ought to sue some of these. They're so, you're doing well, right? Okay. I think you should sue them, but you know, I told her, you ought to sue some of these. They're so jealous of Erica. I said, you're to sue their I can say you're not allowed to say this. You have to be nicer. Sue their ass off.
You got Trump. His skit so influential. You got Trump in the middle of a fucking world crisis talking about she should sue Druski for the skit. And what he's also done is he turned Instagram into a living color. Like he's turned Instagram because these skits
are highly produced,
Hollywood level produced. He got extras, he got makeup artists, he got wardrobe, he got different scenes,
full scripting. Yep,
he's turned social media into. Yeah, the guy's brilliant. He's actually a genius.
You think the Dave Chappelle comparison is a stretch?
No,
if not, he's the closest one in terms of the political. I
don't think it's a stretch.
You don't think so?
I don't think it's a stretch.
I love what Druski is doing. He's one of one, yo. Like, and just from like a creative standpoint, just seeing what he's doing and how quickly he's elevated. He's been putting in work for a long time. But the level of production behind these skits, and you never know what like the race car one was funny. This was funny. The pastor was funny. Like the level of efficiency is incredible. He did the one about the Forex traders back in the day. That was real funny. And
I think we got to start to once again, we got to start giving people their flowers while they can still smell them.
For sure.
We got to stop discrediting people. He's definitely a genius to be able to think about this, to act it out, to
pull it off.
It's like LeBron James. LeBron James is a basketball genius to be able to see the plays, to know what's going to take. Like, we got to stop looking at things like it's just little, like, or it's just, you're just talented. No. Some people are talented. Some people are actually geniuses. It's different. It's a different level.
And for my conspiracy theorists, I can hear my mom in my brain now. I won't go too far. The ballistics came back about that incident with her husband.
Sorry, I've seen that. Didn't match up.
That's interesting.
Didn't match up.
Listen, I hear you, so I'm gonna stay out of their business. But I thought that was interesting, to say the least.
3,500 people on the check-in.
I appreciate y'all.
Yes, sir. We back.
Back to
the fall of EYL affiliate.
Rashad.
The affiliate. If you're gonna make a whole think piece about how
Rashad.
No, because they made a whole think piece. They made a whole think piece, a whole critical breakdown.
That was the past, my brother. We must stay humble.
The fall from grace. The fall from grace. I don't understand how we fall from grace.
So, sometimes when you hit the game winner, and I told Xander this too, like a couple weeks ago. Sometimes hitting the game winner is enough. We got to just walk off humbly.
But affiliate, make a video about that. Make a video repenting for your incorrect journalism, your irresponsible journalism. Since you guys want to be journalists, right? Make a video repenting for your sins of hating on a black man, and also make a video for your incorrect irresponsible assessment, my brother.
And we have to have a conversation, not today. I know y'all hate when I do that, but one day, about the people who send the journalists to tear down the business, but they're really funding it and behind it. Not today, though. That'd be the other hateful part. Like, damn, you gonna send a whole bot farm? Okay, gotcha. If I made you money, please put yes in chat. You can't replace that impact of what I do on that stage. Come on, going after Magic. Ooh, tough icon living when I hit the stage, though.
That's a fact. Get your tickets to Invest Fest,
please. But we got to stay humble, my brother.
No, very humble. But you got to call bullshit out because if you don't call bullshit out, then it gets to manifest. Like, that's what I'm saying. I'm just saying, just do the right thing. That's all.
Oh, that would take away from what's paying them.
Yeah. Pennies. We could just pay them more money.
You so funny.
You can work for me now.
That's funny. See, but you put it like that, he's not gonna want to do it.
Why not work for me? You work for another man anyway.
That's funny.
We know you're funder.
For sure.
Allegedly. Can we play the
Yes, moving on. Back to you, Rashad.
Can we play the Poor Minds video, please? This is blackout. This is blackout. Blackout live. Can we play the Poor Minds video, please?
talk about how exciting it is that I've invested in properties or would ever even want to come to see my house. All my accomplishments were minimized. Just realizing, wow, I think it deters them.
It does.
It intimidates them.
I agree with that because I used to feel that way too. Like I used to think he gonna care that I got my degree. He gonna care that I'm successful. He gonna care that I got my own shit. I pay my own bills. No, men do not care about that. I always say just get rid of your shit because they like girls without it.
It's so crazy because it really is hard to find a man that can just really support you and be happy and be like, look at my girl. Like you think that everybody wants to praise Jay-Z and Beyonce, but a lot of y'all could not be Jay-Z sitting there in the crowd cheering for her like that. They can't. And Jay-Z be like this. Happy as hell. And y'all be praising, but y'all not Beyonce. Okay, but you not Jay-Z either.
Woo! Exactly.
Shout out to Poor Minds. Shout out to Love y'all. You know I love y'all.
Shout out to Poor Minds.
Shout out to 85 South, Chad, Carlo, Chico, whole squad. Love Poor Minds.
Shout out to Poor Minds. That's the family.
Yeah.
Does a successful woman intimidate men, or is that a turnoff for men?
No.
Yes, it is.
What?
This is good. This is blackout, Ian. We're not doing that. We're not doing that. We're not doing that.
A successful fine woman scares off a man.
Yes.
He's a bitch then. The fuck? This is blackout, right? Okay, cool. The originator, none greater. I'm gonna finish the shit. How? How, Sway?
Because
what? That's much better than me having to put everything on my card and pay everything. What?
There's a balance.
If we can swap out Benzes opposed to you fucking up my tires and I got to go pay the $3,600 to get the tire, that shit, what? You know, Mercedes gonna hit you for $4,000.
No, Mercedes is ridiculous.
No matter what,
or change $10,000 for your brakes.
What?
Mercedes is they running a racket.
Gouging.
They're running a racket.
So,
I will say this.
You intimidated by a fine woman who got her own shit together?
I don't know if intimidated is the right word. I'll say this though. I think there's a balance because having somebody that's not financially stable is a liability.
A big ass liability. I've been there, done that.
And you could only have so many liabilities before you end up in the red.
For sure. I don't need you to be a super boss babe either though.
But okay.
Yeah, I don't want to talk EBITDA for 7 hours when we get
home. On the flip side to that is the super boss stuff. I don't need a man for nothing. I'm doing my own thing.
I'm good.
That's not attractive to most men. Most men don't like a man don't care what you got. What she said was right. A man don't care what you got. I've never met a man that said, "Oh, I'm looking for a doctor." If you find it, a man don't care. A man want to know if you're a good person, if you loyal, if you loving it. Now, everything else you got, but a man doesn't hunt the same way that a woman hunts. A woman hunts for financial gain, where your status, A man doesn't care about that. They really don't. If you're financially stable, right, you don't have to be the biggest boss in the world because ultimately a lot of times that could be a hindrance on your relationship because you're not going to have time. You're always going to be stressed out. You can't travel. You're going to have an ego. I'm not saying that women should not be entrepreneurs. I'm not saying that women should not get the bag. I'm not saying that at all. I think you should become as rich as you possibly can.
For sure. Don't let it interfere with
but I am just being honest that for a lot of men, that is going to be something that they're not necessarily going to look at. Like if you a woman and you thought that's going to put you in a different level, no, no, it's not going to put you any higher than the receptionist. You being an MBA, I'm gonna keep it a 150,000 with you. You having an MBA does not put you any higher than a receptionist for most men.
Especially if the level or gap in income earned per year is dramatic. I agree 1,000%. Because it really comes to, can you turn that shit off and just focus on the relationship? Like in the 90s and 2000s, they pushed the power couple thing. They never asked if those power couples were happy. We're seeing now a lot of them power couples were pure PR bullshit. They were not happy together.
That's a fact.
And all them power couples that were dream couples are living a nightmare. We get to see some of them get to running around and frolicking with other people.
And just for the record, I want to encourage women to do whatever they want to do. I have a niece. I'm all for women empowerment. I'm not saying that you should lower your standard.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying that from a psychological standpoint, don't be surprised when you think that that's going to put you at a higher level when it comes to men, because it doesn't.
Yeah. Can you be loving? Can you be sweet? Can you be feminine? Can you be peaceful? All that shit. And the funny part with Betrayal and Lexa and that shit, both of them peaceful and loving. I ain't gonna tell you know what I mean. Shout out to 85 South. As far as the other one, I don't know. I don't know her personally, but can you be supportive? Because I mean, it's good to have someone that is, of course, that can mentally stimulate you. But I don't want to talk. I don't want to watch Alex Hormozy videos for 3 hours a night once I'm done working with you.
That's a fact.
Shout out to Alex and his wife and all that shit. I don't want to watch the best of Gary Vee for 7 motherfucking hours. I've been working for 20-something years. Nah. Can we watch something else? Please. Can we kick back, have a little fun? So, but do what you want to do. But it does help though if she can be thoughtful and be surprising. But even those things that don't cost a lot of money.
But then a lot of times a woman will have a bag and not want to spend her money. So then we're really fucked. Then we're really fucked in this situation. You done made $400,000 a year and I still got to pay for all this shit. So if I still got to pay for all this shit, I might as well just get a bad receptionist that's going to cook and clean with no problem. To be honest with you.
Yep. Hey, I'm with you, my brother. I am with you. What y'all thinking? This
is just blackout. This is just blackout.
Facts.
This is just blackout. But I'm just being honest though. Let's think.
I'm being super serious. Yeah. And then you, what's yours is yours, but what's mine? Nah, hell no. Hell no. Fuck you. I'll go get 7 more of you. What? Respectfully. No, I'm good.
That's a fact. Because what's the point? Okay.
And I already got a maid, a chef. I got a fucking publicist. It's like you don't want to put in nothing. Oh no. No packet. You don't want to cook? I gotta tell you to cook. Oh, okay. I'm gonna make macaroni with somebody. For sure. As soon as you on the walk in, come up. Respectfully. Cheers to you.
Cheers to you.
The fuck? So all that power couple shit, that shit overrated, y'all. Let's get somebody who fuck with you, who love you dearly. So, but intimidated, that's a stretch. That's a stretch. But
that's a fact. But yeah, but shout out to Poor Minds, man. But
yeah, shout out to them.
But yeah, I mean, that's real.
We got to get a Poor Minds Blackout collab.
We did
again.
Yeah. Shout out to them, man. Oh, all right. This is disturbing. Can we play the clip from Sarah's podcast?
My wedding day, okay?
Oh.
On my actual wedding day, a woman hit me up saying something along the lines of, hey girl, I don't know you, but you seem really sweet. And I just wanted to share this with you. Me and Brock, we never met up before, but I just wanted you to know this. Sent me a screenshot of their conversation, which was 1 page, by the way, 1 screenshot from 2024 of him being like, she's like, oh, I'm in Atlanta. He's like, oh, I'm in Houston. He's like, oh, I'm in Atlanta. And her being like, oh, well, my friend lives there. And he's like, maybe we can hook up. Do you think I'm upset about my man shooting his shot in any female's DMs before me? And to send that to me on my wedding day? Like, what do you actually think that you're helping? It took you this long that on my wedding day, which has been broadcast, by the way, for months, that our wedding day was February 15th. And you waited until February 15th to send me that. Now, maybe she was a girl's girl, and she really felt like she was helping. And it was the first time in 8 months that she even logged on to Instagram. And maybe she was a female that's projecting her own wound of not being chosen. I don't know, nor do I care. But the truth is, a lot of times, what do they say? Misery loves company. They want to project that same negative everything to them.
Yeah. That's insane. Why would you do that?
There's a lot of reasons. It's the same reason why people create fake profiles and message me all the time. It's the same reason why on one of our episodes, somebody created their fake profiles to follow both of my pages talking about XYZ, blah, 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 blah. This is what people do. And it's okay. It's okay. It don't have nothing to do with me, and I'm not swayed by it. Some women are so wounded that actually what they're doing is projecting their own trauma. And sometimes women actually do come from a nice place and they think that they're helping.
That's crazy, boy.
Wowzers.
That's crazy. Them scoring women.
Oh man, to hit somebody on their wedding day, to hit somebody on their wedding day, to say your man tried to talk to me. Wicked work.
And it was years ago. How you say that? You ain't got nobody else to like you since then and focus on somebody else? Y'all got to quit being stalkers. And it'd be a bunch of that shit too. The stalkers online, and they want to message your significant other. Oh, me and him used to date. She know. So this shit crazy, yo. Kudos to Sarah. Love the show. Friend of the show.
Congratulations. I feel like misery definitely loves company for sure. And that's why I always tell people early is like, watch your friends. Like, I feel like if I'm with a girl and I don't like her friends, I am going to be vocal about that.
You have to,
because you got to keep the company that you're around pure. It's like kids, right? Like if my son is around gang members,
you got to clip it.
Yes.
It's over with.
That's not helpful to his upbringing. So it's the same thing with girls and women. A lot of time it's like, but me personally, all right, this is a bigger conversation. When do you tell somebody that the person cheated or the person cheated? Me personally, I don't do that. I would never do that. I would never break up somebody's relationship. I don't care. Look,
you mean like if you knew your friend had got cheated on, you wouldn't tell them that they boo-bae was sliding?
All right. Well, there's a few different ways to look at this. A stranger, somebody that I don't know, or a loose acquaintance.
Got you.
Right. It's none of my business. It's really not. It's really not. It's really none of my business.
Thoughts and prayers. And then they gonna fall out with you and then go tell her, well, Ian told me that you was out here with. Nah, I'm good.
It's none of my business. It's really not. Okay. Close friends. How close are we? Because you know what happens is that you tell a person something, and
how close are we is crazy though.
Two things happen. The first thing is that they don't believe you, and it ruins your relationship with the person.
Yeah.
The second thing is that they confront the person. They have a big blow up argument, fight, and then 3 months later they back together, and now it's awkward between you and the person for the rest of their life anyway.
Yeah.
They never leave. They never leave the person. They never leave.
It sucks, yo. So you never gonna tell?
It's just if it's an egregious situation
or would you want to be told is a better question.
100%. 100%. But I'm going to act on this shit. I'm leaving. I'm going to leave.
Oh yeah, yeah. Okay.
I'm going to leave.
Got you.
I'm going to leave. There's 100% chance I'm going to leave. Yeah. I'm not going to be, oh, you cheated on me. Oh, let's go to therapy.
Shout out to those of you who got cheated on and she made you go to therapy about her cheating. It's a few of y'all. It's a few of y'all. You weren't there for my needs. I wasn't heard. All right, I hear you. Nope. And shout out to all the therapists out there.
Oh, I could have did a better job. I neglected your needs, so I understand why you did that. You had no choice.
Meanwhile,
I pushed you. I pushed you over the edge. It's my
you pushed
fault.
over the edge, all like this. Push it right over the edge, ain't it? Push that stomach down, get the whole boy. Y'all be doing some pure bullshit, I tell you. Then got to go to therapy. Talkspace.com. Meeting at 3:30. What? Okay. Have fun. I'm not going. Sorry. Sorry.
That's a fact. That's like King. What King? I ain't going. You
can say I'm toxic or whatever, maybe, but I'm not going.
I ain't going.
No, I'm good.
No.
Ooh, Lord. There's a few of y'all who went to therapy after that, you know. Not I. I'm good.
Oh.
Then she'll gaslight the shit out you too after that.
Oh man, this show is therapy. This show is actually therapeutic.
Absolutely. You feel better?
People don't understand. Like we do blackout. This is therapy. We're very grateful that we're able to have 3,500 people watching. That's a blessing.
It's a blessing.
Thank you to everybody. But honestly, this shit is just be therapy. Just to talk about shit that we want to talk about.
And LaRussell's been quiet since last week, so let's clap it up for LaRussell for listening to his PR team. And shout out to Philly that y'all had my back on our little debate. Pecos, I don't want no trouble. Shout to Cole going on tour too with Kanye and Jay around the same time.
I saw that.
Recession indicators all around.
Recession indicators across the board. Can we have a business conversation? Can we talk about Ralph Lauren? Can we show the Ralph Lauren video?
Yes.
Take a look at the case of Bobby Garnett, the black man who invented the Ralph Lauren brand as we know it. Bobby from Boston was a vintage curator and seller based in Massachusetts, and Ralph Lauren frequently sourced from him. Bobby's way of curating Americana became a reference library for Ralph. Lauren even wanted to use Bobby's store as a backdrop for Double RL, but when Bobby refused, they photographed the space and recreated anyways. The signature Ralph Lauren look that we know can be credited to Bobby's curation. Ralph Lauren is now a $22 billion company, and Lauren himself is worth $8 billion. But Bobby was never given this capital, despite inventing the very brand identity that became profitable. This is exactly why representation isn't enough. Power and capital matter more.
Wow, rest in peace to the legend Bobby Garnett, man. Unfortunate.
That's heartbreaking.
So apparently there was a black man that actually was the secret curator to the whole Ralph Lauren polo style
aesthetic. Yep.
You know, this happens so many different times. There's so many.
Dapper Dan,
Jack Daniels. There's so many different times in history where we can point to there's a difference between being an entrepreneur and being a creator. A lot of creators have not figured out the entrepreneur or were taken advantage of by entrepreneurs. And this isn't even always a black or white thing. Tesla, like the real Tesla,
Nikola Tesla.
Nikola Tesla
was an inventor creator.
He Thomas Edison took his
railroaded all his IP,
all of it. Allegedly Shakespeare, similar type of situation. This is a valuable lesson.
How do you stop your creative efforts and thoughts being stolen and not given equity or proper royalties when working with a bigger brand? Mitchell and Ness, the whole NBA throwback season, it's like you can see it all around.
Yeah.
Even in tech, a lot of our founders in who made Wi-Fi and gaming systems don't get the credit for being black.
But also sometimes it happens through even an entrepreneur. Even so, sometimes they'll take your idea. You're an entrepreneur, and a bigger company will come and take your idea, try to remix it, and cut you out of history. I mean, it's happened with Earn Your Leisure. They've tried. You've had financial companies that's been around for 50 years that never catered to black people. And then all of a sudden, Earn Your Leisure just comes out the blue and has a unique idea to highlight entrepreneurs who happen to be black most of the time. And then these said companies have a new black division.
Allegedly. Sometimes it takes 2 to 3 years for things to happen in corporate, right? I'm starting to even see some podcasts even start to say yes in chat. It's interesting.
But yeah, I mean, it's like it's a very, man, it's cutthroat. Business is so cutthroat, man. How do you prevent it? So 2 things. Let's talk about the entrepreneurial side first. How do you prevent entrepreneurs? This might say Aisha Diaz part 2 coming. How do entrepreneurs prevent larger corporations from just taking their IP? It's difficult. I think you got to scale as quick as can. You got to spread the messages. You got to, because the more people know about you, the harder it is for somebody to take. if you're not as well known, unfortunately, it's easy to just bulldoze and just take it over. So I think that and staying ahead and constantly reinventing
Ahead of
yourself
the curve,
because sometimes you're gonna have to. That's the thing with entrepreneurship. Sometimes you're gonna have to deal with somebody taking exactly what you did, and you're gonna have to be okay with it.
It has to be a diversion in play.
And you got it, and that's the beauty of being a leader, is that a follower always has to wait to see what a leader does.
Mm-hmm.
Now it's up to you to actually constantly do different things. It's tiring, but that's the burden of being a trailblazer, that you have to constantly reinvent yourself, constantly do different things, constantly zig when they zag. So now it becomes a game of cat and mouse. So every time they copy one idea, okay, I'm already off to the next one. Now you got to come, by the time you figure out how to copy this idea, I'm already off to the next one. And you got to be paranoid. You got to have a healthy amount of paranoia at all times. You got to be extremely paranoid, extremely paranoid. That's from an entrepreneurial standpoint. Now, from an employee standpoint, I can't really give too much advice. I was never an employee, so I don't really know how that works. What do you think? I don't know how that works, because I feel like if you work for somebody and you giving them ideas, I mean, technically, that they're supposed to take the idea, right?
I don't know. I haven't had a job since 2000.
I'm just saying, like, from your perspective, from your perspective.
On both issues, I think you should keep your best ideas to yourself and know that they're going to be stolen if you put them out to the world. So, like, you either have to scale the business really fast, sell it to your competition, or keep it private. Even when people go into ChatGPT and try and figure out my strategy, my real strategy has never been given to the world. Never. Keep it to the chest. That won't be in a documentary. It won't be in a book. Nope. Certain things in my bag for how I see the market will stay with me and Xander. So you have to prep for that from the very beginning. Number two, you have to throw the diversion in. Like the iteration of Sniper, why I gave it for free is because I saw in the futures market, everybody was charging a lot, and then a competitor said something about me. My diversion was to give away for free the thing that I knew would cripple him. But the diversion, though, is not the thing that I'll be doing in 2027 or 2028. So if people copied Sniper and made a derivative version of it, I was okay with that version of that IP being stolen. You have to decide what ideas, like if you go sit down with back in the day, Just Blaze or Murder Beats or any producer, they got the pack of beats that they play. If you're below A list, and if you're Hove, Kanye, Drake, it's another pack they'll play. You got to keep the premium in a separate pile, always, because people are going to steal your ideas. It's just a part of the game. Scale, sell, or create a diversion.
So don't ever give out the full blueprint.
Hell, when I sat down with Murder Beats, he didn't play me the shit that he was playing for Drake. I heard it after.
But some people feel like, because this goes back to the Mark Barnes thing, and also Julian. We interviewed the brother Julian. Some people feel like I'm gonna tell you I'm gonna give you every single thing possible, because I can give you the whole entire blueprint, and you're never gonna be able to do it like how I do it.
That's true in certain instances. OpenClaw thought the same thing, and then NVIDIA became their fucking competitor. They should have, although OpenClaw is a great idea for sure, if you look, since the moment that got hot, we were just talking before we started live, you can't find a Mac Mini because of OpenClaw. Now NVIDIA and others, and now Google, we could talk about the quantum thing, and if it break your crypto keys, they have found a safer way to deploy the same IP at scale for enterprises. Who you think they want the OpenClaw from, NVIDIA or that company? The first idea, you should never give out the real blue magic. Gotta wait. Now, in certain instances, with those businesses and those people that you mentioned, they're one-of-one entrepreneurs. You can drop them in Egypt and they'll make something happen in 3 months. Everyone isn't like that. For most entrepreneurs, you need to keep your ideas closest to your chest until you have a moat that nobody can take apart. Like, even for me, like when I start using OpenAI in late 2021, P can tell you, Ty can tell you. I was big on protecting my intellectual property then because I knew it would be attempts at recreation then. I was thinking 4 or 5 years in the future. Gotta wait. Like some of your best ideas, you ain't told the world about yet. You ain't told the world about you being quiet.
But the great thing about being a creative, because I look at myself as a creative, is that you always come up with new ideas.
Mm-hmm.
That's the beauty of it. That's really the beauty of it, is that you always come up with new ideas, and they can never, as long as you have an idea, you have a chance. Because that's when most people are not creative, and that's the school system. The school system drains your creativity
for sure.
So most people you can't even teach some shit. You really can't even teach creativity. You gotta have
They strip it out of you.
That's a fact. Your imagination is the most powerful. Imagination is more valuable than knowledge. That's what Einstein said.
Yeah.
Because you could read every book in the world. All the knowledge that you compile from reading all of these books, it won't give you the idea that I have in my head. That's my imagination. That comes from God. So I don't know. I understand. I get it. I definitely don't think that you should just go around telling people everything that you're doing 100%. But I also feel like, fuck it. I'll be like, let them see all this shit, because they never going to be able to duplicate it. Never in a million years will they be able to duplicate it.
I agree. But is that a little bit of ego too?
100%. But you got to have an ego. You got to have a strong ego in this game. If we honest.
You're right. I'm under the weather, so I'm feeling more. But my thing, keep everything close to the like even the shit Ty working on. I can't wait for Ty to reveal what he been working on the last 2 years. Nobody will see this shit coming. Sometimes it's best if they just never see the pivot. Can never see. Even like when I get to talking, like, oh well, why do you do Blackout? Blackout is entertaining and therapy, but it's also a great diversion to let y'all think I got gotten off my path. No, I'm gonna talk about all the messy shit with you and learn how to get better at broadcasting. And me and his bond are stronger. It's time to hit that stage. Stock Club, yes or no? Did I call the price when I was in New York? The exact price where the market was going to drop to. Yo, you still look at futures every day? Yes, I do. Just because you don't mean I don't. Everything I'm supposed to do, I do. Nope. Great diversion.
That's another lesson too. A business lesson is never stop doing what got you there.
The main thing.
If you was reading charts every single day and now you become a huge
famous
success, don't stop reading charts. Read the charts every single day, because that's what's got you there.
Yep.
And then also, this is one of the biggest gems, because I get inspiration from everybody. The most valuable lesson that I learned from Drake. You know what separates Drake from every other artist? Like Drake has been consistent he's been on top for 15 years, right? And there's never been a rapper that has ever done that, right? Why do you think Drake has been able to accomplish that? Put it in chat. Why do you think Drake has been able to accomplish that level of consistency when throughout the 50 years of hip hop, there's never been another artist? There's never been another artist. There's not one artist. There's not one artist. There's not one artist that was top in the top two every single year since they came out. What makes Drake so much different from every other artist? Somebody say ghostwriters.
A bunch of artists had Kanye got for 57 ghostwriters.
I can't. This is a valuable lesson here. I'm trying to drop some game here. It's because he never stopped. Something so easy is something that's so hard. Most artists stop. Think about it. And I'm a fan of all these artists. The artists stop. They put out a record, then they do a movie, or they take 2 years off, or they start their label, and they
get deterred by the bullshit in the music business.
It's the same shit I said with like Earn Your Leisure. It's like they want to figure out the blueprint. The blueprint is that we're loyal. The easiest thing is the hardest thing sometimes. The blueprint, Drake's blueprint, is that he never stopped. Once he got on top, he never stopped. He never stopped. He put albums out every single year. He put new music. He changed the genre. He worked with different artists. He done did the Caribbean shit. He done did the shit with London. He done been in the Brooklyn doing the drill music. But he's the only artist that never stopped. Jay-Z stopped at one point. Nas stopped at one point. Like
50 stopped.
50 stopped. he never, because once you stop, then you give them a reason to say you fell off, or somebody else comes, or you create a pathway where now you become a legacy artist. He never became a legacy artist because he never stopped. Something so simple.
It's consistency.
Is the most brilliant thing that almost nobody has ever done.
Yep.
Say what you want about him. His work ethic is commendable.
For sure. Iceman coming soon too. Yeah, just work your way through every problem. Work your way through. For all of you who want to get rich and wealthy, what's the key? To do the thing that you love the most consistently every day. I don't come off them charts. I know the levels for rainfall in North Dakota over 10 years. Don't come off your square. You get good at other shit. Don't come off you may see me make rounds and sit down with people. Don't come off your square though. Same in hooping. A lot of people get comfortable. They play hard when it's contract year. They get the contract. They fall off. That's the difference between Steph and a lot of people. Harden and a lot of people. Durant and a lot of people work through.
That's a fact. And that's what I mean. That's what I mean. Earn your leisure. We never stop. Market Mondays every single week. The only week we take off is the last week of the year. Earn your leisure every single week. Blackout every single week. Social media. I'm on social media. I'm active. I'm actively involved in the social media. I ain't get to a point where it's like, oh no, just run social media. I'm actively involved. I'm looking at the analytics. We have a bad day. I'm concerned. I know we gotta have a better day tomorrow. We gotta do some shit. Fuck it. I gotta make a green screen video. I gotta make a green screen video. I know it's going to hit. I don't want to do it.
All in on every part of the business.
Like, yo, not every single day. You gotta have that paranoia. You gotta wake up paranoid every single day. You gotta wake up paranoid every single day. Every single day you gotta be paranoid. That's the only way it's gonna last. Because as soon as you take your foot off the gas,
it's over with.
You had a huge risk of the shit being over.
And for everyone who say just delegate, there's not enough good talent and good work to delegate. The dream of I'm gonna just go on the beach and fuck all day and drink my ties in the Bahamas, that's not real. Anybody who's selling you on that, it's not real. Elon wouldn't be in office. Fuck, Sergey wouldn't be in office if that was true. And that's with AI. You have to have your hands in every part of the business. And these next 4 years are not for play. I know y'all hate when I get to posting the levels of wealth posting, but you have to look and see what those numbers are because they're telling you where the world is going. When we were in high school, graduating, $1 million you would have been able to retire off of. $1 million, you feel broke as a rich person with $1 million. I know it sounds crazy, but it's true. Anybody I know that cleared 1 million last year, they're like, damn, I have so much further to go. If I look after my kids, pay for their private school tuition, look out for any of my parents and pay off the home, I'm back to being flat broke. So do with that as you may.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's been real. Being sick.
But I'm never sick of y'all. I love y'all from the bottom of my heart.
Nah, I love y'all. This is fun, man. This is one of the better blackouts, I believe.
For sure.
That we've had, in my opinion. I think we covered a lot of topics, had some fun, had some
we gotta go live more often and we gotta do some call-ins.
No, we gotta do the call-ins.
We've been saying it for a minute. We gotta do the call-ins.
Gotta do the call-ins.
Do you think after this presidency, the world goes back to normal, or do you think we're never going back to what normalcy was pre-2020?
I don't know, man. I don't think it's ever going to be normal, quote unquote. I don't think how it was. I don't think it's ever going to be like that anymore. I think this is a new world. The core has gone out the window. You can say whatever you want, but the whole political, I think it's just changed. That's changed. I think it's changed. Changed a whole lot.
Why Chili donating to Trump, yo?
Chili.
My love.
She got to chill. Chili got to chill. My thing is like, yo, just he said, let's take a call in.
You want to do it on the fly?
Hey, why not?
We live.
Let's do it. I don't know how that works, but Mike, I guess he's gonna put it in.
Oh,
chat.
Mike posted a link in it.
We posted a link. The link has been posted.
Wait, what?
The link has been posted.
Click if you got questions, click the link.
Yeah, pin it. Okay. The message has been pinned. Let's see, before we end the show, we can get a caller.
You never know.
You never know. This is not pre-selected.
I got one last question for you. In light of all I'm seeing more former NBA players' kids go to college and pros. In 10 years, will non-NBA kids be able to make the league?
It's going to be difficult. It's going to be difficult. I'm going to be honest with you. I feel like it's difficult now. We have a caller.
Okay.
We have a caller. They got to put the camera on. Though.
And put your clothes on too, please.
All right, Mike, it's on you. Bring them up. Hello?
Oh, damn. I'm the first one. Rashad, what's going on? What's good, Ian?
How you feeling?
What's the deal?
I'm good. Let's keep it simple. Ian, 2 Tech, 2 Index, VXUS, VTI, Microsoft, Apple. How we looking on that?
Amazing. Hope for 5 years you'll be good.
Gotcha. I dropped Nike according to your advice a couple months back.
Thank God. Got rid of Nike. In free fall right now.
Oh yeah. I mean the shoes great, the product great, stock terrible.
Yep.
Man, well, appreciate y'all having me on, man. I ain't gonna hold y'all too much.
You got a question? Come on, you in the dark. Tell me.
Well, I mean, okay, financially, I like the Aisha Diaz conversation. That was great. The Young Bird conversation was great. I mean, for a young man in his 30s, how does that correlate? Like, how should we be moving? We invest in, we smart. We're not trying to chase women. We ain't trying to do anything, that brings financial ruin to you. How would you suggest a young man move?
You got kids?
No kids. Single. I ain't gonna lie. I kind of recently entered high earning.
Okay. Oh, okay.
Congratulations.
Yeah, congrats on that.
Appreciate it. So, just investing, living on my own.
The first thing I would say, brother, is man, do not have a kid until you get married.
Amen.
That's the biggest financial situation that you can avoid. I'm telling you, it is harmful from a financial situation. It's harmful from a mental health situation. Right. That's the advice that I give young men all the time is that get married and then have a family.
Right.
That has derailed many of great men has been derailed by doing it the other way around.
Oh yeah.
Stay locked in. Don't do nothing different. You can have your fun and you can date, but stay locked in. Like
right on.
Before marriage, stay locked in.
Definitely, yeah. That's just been my goal. Just watching y'all consistently for the past couple of years.
Man, I appreciate you. I'm proud of you too.
Appreciate it, brother. All right, Mike, let's get somebody that has light. And this is blackout, so we're gonna act like we're gonna do like one or two more callers.
Yeah, 1 or 2 more.
Let's get some spicy questions. What's up, my brother? How you doing?
What's going on, man?
My God, what's popping?
Chilling, man. Didn't really expect to be on, but
you gotta be prepared. Come on, brother.
How you calling? Ain't expected to be on. Yo, is any woman? Is there a woman? What's up, my brother?
Hey, what's going on, fellas?
My God, what's popping?
Bad. So I had a quick question. I'm 29 years old. I work a 9-to-5 job. Clearly got my uniform shirt on right now. I don't have any kids at all. And I'm really rebuilding my credit and stuff to take my life where I want it to be. I want to invest in real estate and stuff like that. But I just wanted to ask you guys for some advice, for a guy like me who don't have too many responsibilities and have some cash that he can dispose of.
You got to put that
money for a good reason,
to
not just for nothing.
Have to pick a percentage tonight, and I want you to tell me how much.
My bad, Ian. I can't hear you, bud.
You can't hear me?
You hear me?
I can hear you guys now. Yeah, we good.
He can hear you now.
Yeah. Take a percentage of how much you can put into.
I can't hear you, Ian, but I can hear you, brother.
All right. So take a percentage of your income and dedicate it towards investing it every single month.
Facts.
Okay.
Right? Like
yeah,
being
invest long term.
Okay, that's good. Invest long term. Do you own any property?
Not currently. That's why I'm rebuilding my credit so that when it do come time when I do go looking for properties that are distressed and things like that, I'll be able to leverage credit and some of the income that I'm bringing in as well to acquire these properties, especially during this type of market right now.
Where you from, Baltimore?
Yes, sir.
Can hear it in the accent.
You caught that right out. Yeah, you caught it right out.
Hear it in
My
the
bad. I'm
accent.
on break. I was eating.
The dew. Shout out to Baltimore, man.
Yeah, appreciate that.
Nah, you're doing the right thing as far as young and taking it serious, right? But cleaning up your credit, I'm proud of you for actually doing that, because that's something that a lot of people don't figure that out until later on. So I think you're on the right path. I think just aggressively, as much money as you could possibly put it up. Especially now, you don't have a family, you don't have children.
Yeah, it's easy now.
Put up as much money as you possibly can. Work on building the credit when it's time. You know, maybe you're in Baltimore, you might be able to get some nice rental properties at decent prices. And you could, start that real estate journey, multifamily home. We talk about there's a lot of multifamily units in Baltimore. So I would just, you're on the right path. Just continue to do what you're doing though.
Do the same thing for the next 10 years.
Same thing for the next 10 years.
Mm-hmm.
All right, one more. Can we get a woman? Hey, how you doing?
Hey, y'all. Can you hear me?
Yes. How are you?
Good. Happy Wednesday. How are both of you?
Good. How you doing?
Good.
Okay. Well, first, thank you for bringing me on the stage. I'm sitting in the car. My son just finished boxing. But a question I had regarding the video of the young ladies speaking about men being intimidated. Rashad, you stated that it's not necessarily intimidation, and you stated that you know maybe not having a boss babe, but society, these songs talk about independent women. They promote women supposedly having their own money, but then when we get our own money, we experience the same behavior of
no
happy median, because when I was struggling, I was like, I need to be something that I want my man to be. And then, once I gathered whatever I have, it's been even harder trying to even, I guess, be accepted. Or I don't feel like I have a conceited attitude, but that's often how it comes off.
I think, well, first of all, thank you for your question, and thank you for your commentary, and thank you for watching the show. I do think that it is a little tricky, right? Because you like you said, you're promoted to just be all you can be, and and then it's like you get it, and that can be looked at as a hindrance as far as a relationship. I'm not saying that is right, but I think that there's a balance that can be walked. I think that it's a balance that can be walked. From me, I think sometimes, not all the times, but sometimes when a woman achieves a certain level of success or has a certain level of positioning in corporate America or entrepreneurship, she becomes a little bit more masculine as far as her behavior is concerned.
Mm-hmm.
And that can be not, appealing to a man that may be looking for a more feminine energy. A masculine man doesn't need a masculine woman. A masculine man needs a feminine woman, right? Because that's the whole point. It's like a yin and yang. It's opposites attract.
Yeah.
So I do feel that part of that being in the business world and fighting for your position in corporate America, you got to be aggressive. You got to be, that may take some, and that might even be something that people want to go to therapy for, as far as how to turn it off and on. How to not carry that over into the relationship. Yeah.
Or even as a mother, right? We have to a lot of times shoulder a lot of things. So yeah, you're right. It is hard to turn that off and on at times.
And also, don't tell them what you have.
No, I've definitely learned that lesson as well. But
that keeps a lot of problems away too. Minimize a lot of what and even as men, we have to do it as well. If you're talking about it, because you may be proud, but another person may feel envious of it. Also, you got to date on your level. If a person has less than you, you can't entertain it. Cannot entertain it.
But okay.
Go ahead, follow up. This is Blackout. Go ahead.
Well, I mean, is that what you guys do as well regarding like not dating lower? It's kind of hard knowing what a person has in the beginning, and then to say you don't want to date them because you find out what they don't have. I mean, I don't know how to handle that.
This is a good point. And this is something that I seen firsthand when I was working with women as a financial advisor. Because most of my clients when I was a financial advisor was women. And I realized something. There's a gap where there's a lot of women that's in their 30s, late 30s, may not have children, may have a child, making a lot of money, corporate America. They don't have an equal counterpart.
Right.
They don't have an equal counterpart.
Yeah.
So now there's one or two things you can do. You can go for the older 60-year-old guy. He's already been divorced. He's already had, but he's older. That's an option.
Right.
That's an option.
Is it a good option though?
It can be. It can be.
Okay.
It can be. Or you date down. See how she
listen, dating down a horror. I'm gonna be real with you. Listen, I've done it. Dating down is a horror. Dating down you know what? In How to Find a Love, I don't know if you're looking, but in Atlanta, August 7th through 9th, there are a lot of amazing black men.
So yes, I love Invest Fest. It'll be my 5th year. This is
Hey.
So yeah, I love Invest Fest. I'm definitely
Who you want us to connect you to then?
No.
Yeah, you know. Mm-hmm. Yeah, we play matchmaker right here. Who you want us to connect you to?
19 keys.
I for right now I'm sitting this game out for a good while. But just your all's comments about, I actually saw it on social media where a lot of men were saying we're not intimidated, we don't care what you have, and it's like, well, then maybe that you're not intimidated, but I feel like there's definitely men out there who are, maybe it's not the word intimidated, but they definitely feel. I've had men tell me that they're in competition with me, and it's like, what are you talking about? I don't even know. What is this, a silent competition game? They feel like
they're unaccomplished.
For what?
They're unaccomplished. I won't call them the other word. They're just unaccomplished.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But sister, thank you so much. We will see you at Invest Fest. Keep up the great work. Thank you. All right, let's take one more. Hey, how's it going?
God.
How are you? Yes.
We can't see you.
Can you hear us?
Oh, Mike, gotta pull a string. Gotta do it. Camera's flowing. All right, guys, it's been real. Oh, I guess not. Hey. Can't hear you. You're muted.
Ooh.
Hey.
Hi.
How are you?
It's going great. Hello. I'll make this quick. So I just recently found out that I have family estate, and it's worth about $100,000. But I'm just getting into. I don't have like that financial literacy, so I'm going on Market Mondays. What's the best way to leverage that? But I really don't want to go into debt, or I honestly don't trust the banks with my sacred land. But like, what's the best way to leverage that?
We just spoke about this on Market Mondays. Ian, you want to talk about Ian? Give it a blueprint for 100,000.
According to Ian's post, I'm stably paid.
That wasn't my post.
So I'm not. I mean, I'm just saying.
Well,
put the information out there and we're learning about it. But
let me help you accelerate it. One thing I want to do, I want to put you in Stock Club.
Oh my gosh.
2, we got to connect you to an estate planner. Kudos to Jennifer Norton. I'll connect you there.
Hear you.
But on top of that, I think what's most important is you have to make the plan for what to do with the capital first. Rashad, I know you can give your insights, but yeah, send me the email, DM me, and I'll put you in Stock Club.
So DM me. Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yes.
DM me your email, please.
Yeah, I'll put you in Stock Club.
Gotcha.
All right.
Thank you.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that was fun.
Yeah, that was fun.
And we actually got some good, insightful questions. Some people wasn't prepared. Why would you call if you're not prepared?
That happens in life, Rashad. Come on, we have to have grace, my bro. You just say have grace for black business. You gotta have grace for a black audience.
That was fat. That was pretty good.
That was fun.
On the fly. That was not planned. That was on the fly. I think we got some good questions.
Yeah.
I think we got some good questions.
Ladies, dating down. Put in chat. Yes or no? Is it a headache? Fellas, y'all put it in chat too. Is dating down a headache? Yes or no? Look for love first, because y'all be putting the finances part too much.
Looking for love in all the wrong places.
For sure. But it can't be like a too wide of a gap. Like if you're making 7x more than a person, it's kind of tough.
Yeah.
50x.
No, for sure.
It's tough.
All right, guys. It's been real. Thank you so much. Get your tickets to InvestFest, investfest.com. Oh, the pitch competition is almost over. We got 2 weeks left for the pitch competition. 2 weeks left. 2 weeks left for the pitch competition. So go to InvestFest.com, get your ticket, get your vendor booths. August 7th through August 9th in Atlanta, Georgia. Tomorrow we got Pinky Cole at 12 o'clock. Shout out to the legend, Pinky. And if I offended anybody by my commentary, you needed to be offended. Think about what you've done wrong in life and come back better as a new person tomorrow. It's a new month. Be a better person. Do better. Be better.
What could we do better?
Words of affirmation are important. I appreciate you, brother. Thank you.
I appreciate you as well.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
Thank y'all for coming out. God bless. Good night. Love y'all. Peace.
Peace.
Peace.